Good morning, all of you. Today we will discuss about the governors. What is the function of a governor and how they will work, what are the types, all those things we will discuss. Now, here I have drawn the diagram of the governor. Before going to that, just I will tell what is the function of a governor. Function of a governor is to regulate the mean speed of an engine when there are variations in the load. It is somewhat different from flywheel. Somebody may get confused about the difference between the flywheel and the governor. Flywheel is also controlling the speed of an engine, but it is based on the fluctuations of energy. If you see, both are different. For example, if I take a flywheel what it will do, based on the process, we may take, for example, single cylinder double acting steam engine. In that process, there are some fluctuations of energy. If I draw the turning moment diagram, I can observe that there are some fluctuations of energy. Whenever there are fluctuations of energy, those fluctuations will be controlled by the flywheel. But in case of governor will regulate the mean speed of an engine when there are variations in the load. This is the basic difference between flywheel and the governor. Now let me discuss about the function of a governor. Here you can see the line diagram of the centrifugal governor. If I see the governors, two types we are having, centrifugal governors and inertia governors. Now we are going to discuss about the centrifugal governors. They will work on the principle of centrifugal force. Here governor balls are there. When the balls are rotating, there is a, because these two balls are rotating in this fashion, always there is a centrifugal force away from the center, and in the opposite direction there is another force that we call it as controlling force. Based on that principle, the centrifugal governors are going to work. Here I can see the basic parts, the construction of a governor. Let me explain all those things. Right here, you see, this is the spindle. Spindle will rotate, and two arms are like this. Those two arms are pivoted on the axis of the spindle. And governor balls, these we call it as governor balls or fly balls. Governor balls are attached to the upper arms, and lower we have another two links. These four are links, but to discriminate those two, we are calling these are upper arms and these are lower links. And here we can see this is a sleeve, and here two stops are provided, and this is a bevel gear, well crank lever, throttle valve. Here this is the control of supply of the working fluid. These are the main parts of a centrifugal governor. Here, whenever the engine speed, whenever we see that the engine is connected to a shaft, the power will transmit from this shaft to bevel gears. From the bevel gears, the power is transmitted to the spindle. Then spindle is rotating. Whenever the spindle is rotating, automatically these two governor balls are rotating. Because of the rotation of the governor balls, there is a possibility of centrifugal force. Because of the centrifugal force, if the centrifugal force is increased, the balls will move outward and the sleeve moves upward. In the diagram, you can observe two stops here, S and S, two stops are provided to limit the travel of the sleeve. Based on the moment of the balls, sleeve can move upward and downward. To limit the travel of the sleeve, two stops S and S are provided. It means these are the boundaries. The sleeve can move upward up to this point, and it can move downward up to this point only. Two stops S and S, they are provided to limit the travel of the sleeve. And based on the moment of the sleeve, whether it may move upward or downward, based on the moment of the sleeve, via bell crank lever, it will operate the throttle valve. It means it is closing or opening of the of this to control the supply of the working fluid. This is the construction of the governor. So here we have seen all the parts of the governor and the working. And now I will explain the working principle of the governor. Here working principle means, for example, if the load on the engine is increased, for example, if the load on the engine is increased, then automatically speed of the engine will be decreased. That speed will be transmitted via this shaft to this bevel gears, and the same speed is attained by the spindle. It means load increased here and the spindle speed is decreased. When the spindle speed is decreased, the governor balls will move with lesser speed, and automatically centrifugal force will be decreased. Centrifugal force will be decreased. When the centrifugal force is decreased, the balls move outwards. I told you already, whenever the centrifugal force is increased, it means centrifugal force will always act away from the center. It means when the centrifugal force is increased, balls move outward. Here, in this case, the centrifugal force is decreased. It means the two balls will move inward towards the spindle like this. When the two balls move inward, automatically the sleeve moves downward. Sleeve moves downward. The downward movement of the sleeve operates the throttle valve via bell crank lever to increase the supply of the working fluid. Whenever the supply of working fluid is increased, again the speed will be increased, and it will come to a level of a speed. Like that, the governor will regulate the mean speed of an engine based on the load conditions, whether the load may be increased or load may be decreased. And the second condition I can explain in the same way. When the load is decreased, automatically speed is increased. When the speed is increased, centrifugal force increased. When the centrifugal force is increased, balls move outward and sleeve move upward. The upward movement of the sleeve operates the throttle valve via bell crank lever to decrease the supply of the working fluid. When the supply of the working fluid is decreased, automatically again the speed will be decreased. It will come to the mean speed. In this fashion, the governor, it will regulate the mean speed of the engine based on the load conditions. This is the basic working principle of a governor. Thank you.